I don't think America has seen a truly revolutionary type of leader in the last 30 to 40 years. We haven't
You're
seen
right.
it. All of them, for the most part, have resorted to the same normal policies that establishment candidates do. Um,
Who was the last person? Kennedy?
that, well, Kennedy, I could say, yeah, you could say he
Right?
was sort of a revolutionary figure in that he stood up to the system.
Yeah.
The Cuban Missile Crisis, he was
Right.
like, no,
Yeah.
what? No, I don't want nuclear war. No, he stood up, and that's what it takes.
Yeah.
You have to have bravery and courage. Donald Trump doesn't have that. He loves himself way too much.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris does not have that. Obama didn't have that. As much as I liked him, he did not have that.
Yeah.
Bush certainly did not have that. If anything, he was a puppet of Dick Cheney.
Right.
And yeah, every other candidate, you go back to even Reagan, nope. Clinton, no. George H.W., no. His son, no. All the candidates in
Yeah.
the last 40 years, I don't think any of them have stood up to the system.
Uh,
Bernie Sanders tried to stand up to the system, but the thing is, he's too nice of a guy. And I'm not saying you don't have to be nice. He just is not politically cunning. You have to be politically
Yeah.
cunning
Fair.
and be a revolutionary to truly institute change in American politics.
These people all want power. That's part of it, man. I mean, you can't have somebody that wants power to be a revolutionary person. It just doesn't happen like that. You have to have some what's the word? Like humility.
You have to
Like
be selfless.
even George Washington, he didn't want that position, but they decided, hey, this will make us strong if a general comes in and he directs our country, right? That's a very selfless thing to do. He doesn't want it, but he's going to do it for people.
They wanted to call him king, and he said no.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
just fought off
Yeah.
the biggest empire who called themselves kings and
Yeah.
queens. I don't want to call me president. And you know what? It's not in the Constitution, but I'll leave after 8 years.
Right.
That's it.
It was smart man. I mean, he did what was right, what was fair, very just. Say what you want about the guy, but
He led by example. He won us. He was one of the very key figures that helped us win the Revolutionary War. He put his life on the line, and he fought for the country till he died.
we just don't have people like that anymore. Even like RFK, I think is a figure that I don't think he's a revolutionary person, but I think he says things that are disagreeable. You don't think so?
Dude, RFK, I lost all respect for him.
Why?
When he endorsed Donald Trump for president. His whole thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He says things that are disagreeable. Even Trump doesn't agree. He doesn't agree with. He said this on a recent podcast. He doesn't agree with some things Trump does, but he did it because it was the best decision for him at the moment. But that's still a political thing. That's not respectable.
Yeah. RFK
Yeah.
pretended to save the country
Yeah.
from political polarization. He was like, no, I'm better than Trump and Harris or Biden at the time.
Yeah.
I am the middle ground. These two parties are dividing each other. And then he flips, switches.
Yeah.
2 months in, he's like, no, Donald Trump is actually the savior of our country, and I want to serve in his administration. That's not a bold leader. He is
Yeah, I mean,
literally the definition of a coward who succumbed to political pressures.
yeah.
He's no Kennedy. He's not like his uncle. He's no Jack Kennedy. As much as he pretends to really, like, carry the values of the Kennedys of bravery, because his father was also assassinated, like his uncle. Like, he literally just succumbed to the political pressures of the time.
That's the thing, man. It's not the same times. It's not the '60s anymore, dude. There's no, even like, just like you said, there's like even Bernie, right? He's still trying, but there's no possibility. It's just not.
So one of the reasons why is both political parties have
Yeah.
brainwashed Americans into picking sides.
Right.
So they have literally instilled fear in the other people. They're saying Republicans
Yeah.
are bad people. Democrats are bad people.
Right.
Each side is guilty of this. Each side has said these are not good people. Hillary Clinton famously said you could put half of Trump's supporters in a basket of deplorables.
That's insane.
She said half of Trump's
That
supporters,
is
which is
insane,
what?
dude.
Which is like 50 million people who voted for him,
That's
40 million
insane,
people
dude.
in a basket of deplorables. And listen, Donald Trump has said probably worse things. Probably worse things about the other side. He said that they're crazy liberals, lunatics, radicals. He says the same
It's
stuff.
equivalent, though. I mean,
They're both the
they're
same.
equivalent, dude. These people in office, man, Democrat or Republican, just like you said, they have no backbone. It's like they're all that's happening right now is it's all straw man. They're all attacking each other.
They're attacking each other, and they actually think they're better than the other person because they think they're saving the country. Donald
I don't know if
Trump
they actually
can't
believe that.
I think they do. Donald Trump definitely does. He lives in
I
a
don't know.
false
I mean,
reality.
Maybe. I don't think all
Donald-
these Republican candidates, I don't think they all believe that.
I'm
They
saying all, I'm
are-
saying right now.
yeah.
I'm just saying like Harris and Trump.
No,
They're
yeah,
both-
they think
yeah.
they're better. 100%.
They think they're
It's
better than
arrogance.
each other. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
arrogance. But also, look at Kamala Harris, right? She was against fracking.
Yes. She's
Fi-
flip flops, dude.
She flip flopped. Now she's for fracking.
yeah.
She wanted Medicare for all. Now she does not want Medicare
Yeah.
for all. These are very big
Right.
policy shifts. Huge policy shifts.
It's crazy.
Trump, same thing. He
Abortion?
flip flops on it. He was for abortion.
He wasn't for abortion. Now he's okay.
Well, we don't
Yeah.
know. Well, he again flip
Well,
flops.
that's what he said last night, right?
Bro, 10,
Yeah.
15 years ago, there's an
Yeah.
interview of him saying, "I'm for I'm pro."
He was a Democrat before.
yeah, which is fine. You can change your political ideologies, but like these momentous switches in beliefs and values.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
How does that happen? Because Donald wasn't. It wasn't like he was in his 20s.
Yeah, it was
He
recent.
was for abortion in his like 50s,
Yeah.
and now he's almost 80. You know,
60s then. If it was 15 years ago, yeah.
or 20, whatever.
Yeah.
He's been wanting to run for president like for the last 40 years.
40, you think
He's
so?
been yeah, like literally not think so. This is the fact. He used to be in the 80s. Look at his interviews in the
Mhm.
90s. He was always like, wrestling with this idea of
He's-
running for president.
I remember watching an interview in the 80s, and he was like, or maybe 90s even, and she asked him if he would ever consider being running for president, and he was like, politics is a very dirty game. I wouldn't want to put myself there.
He's been look at his interviews, bro. In the
Okay.
80s and 90s, like he's been wanting to run for president. They were like, well, maybe I'm taking a look. And then 2012, he almost ran for president.
Yeah, he almost ran. Yeah,
and he didn't. Yeah,
I think Obama's speech with him that turned him, dude.
when he
I'm one thing you'll never be, president of the United States.
yeah
That was crazy, dude. Did you see his eyes?
yeah.
He was like, "I'm gonna fucking get you, dude." That was insane.
I don't think that was like, but yeah, that probably Donald Trump
I think that
cares
was
a
part
lot.
of it,
You
bro.
think that was the
Not
inception?
it, but I think he was like, "Fuck this guy."
So you're saying Obama's roast of Donald Trump made him want to be president? That
I-
was
I
it.
think it was
That
part of it.
sealed the deal.
I think that was part of it. That was definitely part
Well,
of it, bro.
Donald always wanted to run for president, man.
His eyes, bro. When I was watching this guy's face, it was supposed to be a roast. Okay, laugh about it.
yeah.
Does not laugh, dude. He takes things so. Even last night, Kamala opened up. Actually, she opened up an opportunity for him to go after one of the policies or one thing that she's messed
Yeah.
up on, right? And then smart move on her part. She went ahead and transitioned to Trump not being able to for Trump's rallies, people
Yeah.
walking out, and he took it so personal.
Hold on a second. Are you saying people don't love me? Are you saying
Insane.
thousands of people are not coming to my rallies? What a lie!
And
I must say, it's not a lie at all.
Do you remember what he said?
Yeah, he was like, people are not bored at all. People
People
you're-
don't go to your
yeah.
rallies. He's like,
He was
people
like-
aren't even at your rallies.
It was
It's
like
oh my god, laugh, dude.
he
laugh.
said, you're paying people to come to your rallies.
Yeah,
It's fake. It's AI robots.
Did he was AI
He said
robots.
fake. He said
fake.
He
yeah.
said fake. Yeah, he's
like
like
they're
saying-
bot people.
Yeah,
like they're
like
paid
they paid
actors.
it, bought and paid for.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
One thing I will say on the internet, just browsing around, dude, I see way more Trump supporters than. But I know it doesn't mean much, but I see way
Yeah,
more.
whatever you're saying does not mean anything.
It
'cause
doesn't mean
it's-
anything, but
it does
it's
not.
still trippy.
What do you mean you see more Trump supporters?
Just in the comments, just on all. I'm looking at so
Yeah.
many posts, and everybody in the there's like 3-4 people supporting Harris.
What videos are you
some
watching
likes.
though?
Just like debate clips or like debate from last night, for example.
What channel is it? You know.
One was Wealth. Do you follow Wealth?
No. Okay, so it's an Instagram account.
Another is
okay.
like yeah, it's Instagram for sure.
What else?
Real news, no bullshit.
Real news, no bullshit.
You think they
swings right.
swing right?
Yeah, yeah, very much so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, because
They
I can
cover
go on
both?
TikTok. See, that's the thing, bro.
Uh-huh.
Even in internet spaces, there's a divide. So there's literally spaces with left-wing accounts, and you see.
No, I know that, dude.
Yeah.
But I think they pride themselves on not
I agree, but
doing that.
their followers tend to be more people on the right. I genuinely think so.
Really? Okay, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
I just know what they say. But
Look at the comments.
yeah.
Look at the comments. It goes to show.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's more Trumpies.
yeah, because
Trumpers.
they swing to the right. The followers on that account. They do great journalism, by the way.
They do. They do good.
Real news,
Yeah.
no bullshit
Yeah,
on
they do
Instagram.